AA6S.
AA6S, WA6AJ, you copy?
Loud and clear, mon here.
Hold on a second, I'm having issues.
What's that?
Hello, test, 1, 2. Huh.
What's the matter?
Stand by.
Somebody give me a call, Michael. Get a bigger hammer. Mike, if you're listening, my noise floor is going up and down like there's been a giant solar flare, but I know that hadn't happened.
Yeah, my 432 don't seem to be working.
Well, you were strong earlier. What happened?
Is this any stronger?
No.
That's what I'm talking about.
Is the relay clicking?
Yeah, it's clicking.
Apparently you don't have any output.
No kidding, sure like.
Not good. Going up and down like there's been a solar flare or something, but I've never seen it on 432. Mine just, the hiss comes up and drops down, and it comes back up and drops back down. It's weird.
Yeah, that's right. I'm pulling plate current on my amp. I think my bird watt meter's shot.
Well, did you change the battery?
Well, I put a new one in.
Yeah, but do you leave it on and kill it? Well, you got to get some kind of way to indicate, because you're not, if you tune the plate circuit, you're not in resonance if you have.
Well, I'm going to be off for a second.
Are you on frequency, Aaron? K6 US AA6S. KD6BQ, 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 DMO9, KD6BQ, Q5, about an S2 on CW, Richard. Q5S2, Q5S2 on CW, KD6BQ, AA6S, KD6BQ, DMO9, AA6S, over. Roger. KD6BQ, AA6S, over. KD6BQ, AA6S, Roger. 73s, Richard. KD6BQ, AA6S, 73s, over. QSL 73s, I got the antenna on you a little bit better now. 73s, Richard, KD6BQ, we'll get you checked in. We'll get you checked into the Bozos, AA6S, 73s, DM, number 800, DMO6, 800 DMO6. 73s, AA6S clear.
AA6S, WA6AAJ.
You're off frequency. Let me put my RIT back off. I had to use it to tune in Richard on CW. You got some signal now.
Yeah, something still ain't right.
What's the matter?
I'm not sure.
Well, it's putting out power.
Yeah, about, not enough though.
Wave voltage is up.
Yeah, I got 2850.
You got more than I got. I'll come around on you here. I don't know what to say. Get a bigger hammer. If you're driving it, and it's in res, you tried tuning it with a watt meter, I assume.
Yeah, I did. It's got the side push button about that. It got pushed in, which was off, but it's still not. I can only get about 300 out.
Sounds like the peak reading watt meter is not peak reading right now.
Well, maybe the battery's dead. I don't know.
I'd say it probably is, Mikey. Or Mike L, Mike L. Michael, anyway, I just worked KD6BQ. He was on CW.
Yeah, I heard that part. Well, I'm thinking I got to go back and find the paperwork on that thing. That button on the side, I don't know if it's average or peak or off.
Yeah, I'll try the battery first.
My batteries are dead, too.
No, they're not. I hear you.
Oh, you do, huh? Okay. K6MYC Bozo Net.
I hear you, too. W6PE.
Charlie Echo Fox, 982.
I got 620 and 982. Good evening, guys.
727.
1009.
Check in KD6BQ. I worked him. He was on CW.
Yeah, I wrote that down. I read everybody to the Huron right away. I got you, Mike. Sorry about that, guys. I just got up from dinner and I was wiping the chili dog off my face.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, I was starting to get on the microphone.
Well, I hadn't clogged it up yet. Just microphone clean, I guess. It'll be okay. Lean it down there and let your cat lick it off. They like it.
Sí, hablo español with chili on there. Okay. Good evening, Ron, and good evening, Daryl. Good to hear both of you. Ron, go ahead.
Hey. Oh, there we go. Good evening, Mike. Yeah, just want to let you know that this could be the last time I check in, except for maybe Sunday night. So I'll be going back to work and starting on the PM shift. So Monday through Thursday, won't be able to make any Bozo Nets. Probably just Sunday. KJ62,
Oh, bummer. We need you on 1296 here.
well, unless you're on about midnight when I get home.
We can leave the radio running. Okay. Well, that's good news, I guess. That means the foot's healed up pretty good, huh?
Yep, got a boot on, so time to go kick some dirt, go to work.
Okay. Don't kick any chicken poop.
Yeah, I won't be kicking that anymore. I got a different route to do, different hamper to Kermit every night, so that's about it.
Not a dedicated route.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, let me take a standby. We should be trying to wake up. I haven't heard Rob in here. Rob's probably doing an Aries net or something, but KB6RQU, old Bozo 61, I'm pointed your way, buddy. Please check in on Thursday night there, KB6RQU, K6MYC.
Yeah, old Bozo 61, KB6RQU returning, over.
Well, good for you, and thank you very much for being there. You could have chimed in earlier.
Yeah, I was hearing the other guys there, but I didn't hear you yet.
You didn't hear me yet. Okay, you just didn't know you were hearing me. All right, well, good evening, and thanks for being there. Good to hear you here on 432, Rick, over.
Yes, very good. I'm glad I was able to make it. Yeah, Wednesday night there, I looked up and it was already 8:30. The time's sneaking up on me.
Well, 8:30 wouldn't be bad. We were there till 9, so you probably just didn't try to call in too many times. If you call in 2 or 3 times, people like Aaron with an omnidirectional antenna would have heard you. So don't hesitate to call in. That's the best thing to do. When you get home from church, just call in, over.
Hey, Roger there. Hey, I can do it like I used to there. Come in your back door even.
Yeah, somebody will hear you. I may not. I can hear you on the back door, but I have to be listening carefully. But other people down here have you come in stronger because they don't have as much rejection. I heard somebody way down underneath there. Who was that? K6MYC, Bozo Net, over. You have a radio on in the background there, Rick?
Yes.
Now, that might have been what I heard. I heard somebody's voice in the background.
KB6RQU, AA6S59, and Visalia, Rick. Good evening.
Hey, 6S. Well, I thought you fell off the cliff there or something.
No, sitting here listening. You're loud and clear. KB6RQU. The Bozo number 61, I guess. AA6S. Back to you there, Rick. Sounds good.
Yeah, you sound terrific there yourself. Really busted in here. Yeah, I haven't heard you in a long time. But you're around.
Yeah, there's somebody underneath us. I don't know if it's Mikey. I'm kind of on a no from him, but somebody's in there. We'll get out of here. Rick just wanted to say hi to you. KB6RQU, AA6S. Good evening.
Yeah, no, that's in his background, Bill.
73.
73's Rick.
that's the background voice that you've got going there, Rick. It's not anybody trying to check in here, so don't go away mad. KB6RQU and the group K6MYC. And Daryl, how are you doing up there tonight? Daryl's in and out already. Must be going into the kitchen and fixing another hot dog for himself. He's batching it. Okay, we haven't heard all 971 this evening.
KM6SRR.
There's KM6SR and the co-pilot.
Yeah, she's not home right now. She's playing tennis, so if she comes home before the net's over, we'll put her in.
Okay, very good. Well, I think we should go towards Santa Cruz. I think Santa Cruz, the only person that's going to be there is AF6 United. Tom said he had something going tonight, and he would not be here tonight. So let's go over toward Santa Cruz and see if we can hear AF6 United. Missing Kerry here, KC5DTU. Missing WA6OIB. Okay, here we are over to Watsonville, AF6 United, K6MYC, over. AF6 United, KE6MYC. AF6 United, K6MYC, Bozo Net, over. AF6 United, Watsonville, K6MYC, Bozo Net, over. Okay, hearing nothing, I'm going to slide up into the Bay Area. AF6 United, last call, Lee. K6MYC, calling and listening.
How about Kilo 6, Victor Bravo Golf 971?
There's 971 to make up for it. Thank you, Dave. Good evening.
Good evening, Mike.
Sounding very loud this evening, much better than last night. I don't know where we were, but I had you in null last night.
Yeah. I don't know. Wherever you were pointed. You know, I was pointed straight at you, so. Yeah, I don't know. At any rate, tonight I might be sounding loud, but I'm not very loud. I'm having problems breathing all day today.
I wonder why. It was nice out, wasn't it? Humidity was low, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice, warm. I don't know, just one of those days, I guess.
Bummer. Okay.
It's really bad when you can't catch your breath.
Yeah, that's bad. All right. Well, I'm going to move the antenna towards Bay Area here. Here's something that might get close to Fred. KD6 SOK. KD6 Sugar Oscar Kilo, K6MYC, over. Okay, I don't hear Fred. Who else do I need to hear over there? QRZ the Bay Area 432, QRZ Bay Area 432, WB6JNN maybe if he gets off the satellite antenna. Although he doesn't have any other one up there.
Alpha Juliet 6 Papa Delta 1237.
Okay, off frequency a little bit low pitched, which means you're a little high in frequency, maybe 20 or 30 hertz. Good evening, Tony. Wrong direction. Go the other direction, Tony. I'll give you some chatter. AJ6 Papa Delta, AJ6PD and Course Gold, K6MYC, Bozo Net, Central California, north of Fresno.
Okay, I got you now. I think I got it. AJ6PD.
That's a little closer. Yeah, you might have overshot a tiny bit, but it's good enough. Good to hear you, Tony. Thank you for checking in. First day back for Frank, and he worked a half a day here. He's got another day of work up there for his neighbor. So he's on a busy route right now. I did not get a chance to ask him if he was planning on getting to your place soon, but he's well now. I think he can do it. Probably sometime over the next 3 or 4 days, he should be in touch with you. AJ6PD, K6MYC.
Okay, appreciate that, Mike. Thank you so much. Appreciate the heads up on Frank there. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not calling him or emailing him or anything. Just right now, I'm trying to scrape together a little bit of cash. So when I get something, I might call him after I get something together to get something started there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. I don't think that's not stopping him. It's just that he's had other things going on. He was sick for a few days from last week, and then he got over that, and then he had a lot of work that his neighbor created for him. She runs a bed and breakfast, and she's doing a lot of landscaping, and he's involved in that right now. So she's got him pretty busy, and so that's what's going on there. I'll mention it. He won't be here tomorrow, but he will be here hopefully on Sunday, and we'll mention it and see what he can do to get something going over there with get the tower holes dug and maybe get the tower base in. That'd be good. All right. Thanks, Tony. Good to hear you. And you're right on the money now with the frequency. KJ6 Papa Delta, K6MYC.
Okay, yeah, Mike. My wife's got some concerns of where the tower's going to be because the main water line for the house comes in right where in the area back there. So I was need to see what his opinion was on that, or if you might think of another place, or if that's going to be no problem.
No, he's not going to put a lot of cement in the ground. He's just going to put a round hole for each leg. So it won't be a big amount of concrete, and he'll be very careful. You could mention it to him that there's a water line there, and maybe you know where it is, and he can stay well away from that. He doesn't want to get into that. And probably 3 or 4 feet one way or the other isn't going to make any difference. Over.
Okay, Roger that. Yeah. That's like I said. That's the only reason I was hoping if he had some time, if he could just swing by, just look at things and talk about stuff. And I don't know if he needs to put it somewhere else or if it's going to work where he wants to put it. I'll just be patient, let him do what he thinks is best. And again, I'm thankful for everything you both are doing for me.
Well, hasn't happened yet, but we're working on it. It's not because we don't want to. All right, good, Tony. Thanks much, and I'll let Frank know about the water line, and if he can swing by, he should be able to do that.
Hey, Mike, tell Frank I said hi.
I will do that. Okay. Bay Area, where's everybody? Bay Area, K6MYC, Bozo Net, 432.
K6KLY.
Okay, I hear you, Russ, K6KLY. Too bad we missed you on Tuesday. We did have 25 check-ins, but we were trying to get to 30. But anyway, no worries. I know how it is. K6KLY, and then somebody else was in there with you. You could take a standby, K6MYC. Okay, I hear 507, and I hear W6PQL 1296 also. Go ahead, Russ, and run it around the loop there.
Okay, well, several of them on up here. Good evening to all. Just going back and trying to figure out how we're going to get back to normal and put this increase in gas prices into my budget. Anyway, let's go around the horn up here. W6PQL, K6KLY.
Okay, Russ, how you doing? And I'm here in second here also. Played golf today. Managed to score 80, so I'm happy about that. Other than that, that's it. I hear somebody else talking in there. Oh, it's the live stream, and I'm coming through it. That's silly. Over to Fred, I guess he's next. KD6SOK, W6PQL.
Thank you, Jim, and good evening, Russ, as well. Yeah, Mike, you're not very strong tonight. Maybe an S1 at the most. You've been way stronger before, so probably condition.
No, you're fine, Fred. It's just that this is a very sharp pattern on the 432. Remember, these are two 40-element Yagis side by side, and very sharp. And some days it doesn't make any difference, but today it does. So now I'm on you, and it should have come up way up, but when I was pointed where I had you earlier, I couldn't hear Jim hardly at all. So the pattern is just very, very sharp. The band conditions look clean tonight. KD6SOK, K6MYC, good evening.
All right, Mike, yeah, I only got half of that. Transmission. So you for me. So. Anyway, I'll take those three. I got to run, and I'll talk to you later. KD6SOK, I got a call coming in here.
Okay, you only got half of it because I faded out, or what happened? God, I'm copying him fine. That's weird.
Mikey got a phone call, so he had to QRT for a moment.
Yeah, I heard him say that, but I was looking for a one or two word answer before he took the phone call, but that's all right. All right, I came back your way, but I didn't peek on you yet. Jim, give me some more chatter.
Okay, I'll give you a little more chatter. I think you're headed more or less in the right direction. We just don't have any propagation there. Unless there's something wrong with your pointing mechanism. You probably lost me when you went that far north, but I hear you. I've got a strain to hear you through the noise, but I can hear you, Mike. K6MYC, W6PQL.
I've got you. I've got you coming in here nicely here. No problem. No, I don't go north for Fred. I go south. He's at about 282, and you're about, what am I at here, 290, 295. I'm at 295 for you, Jim. Anyway, good evening. I'm not sure if there's anybody over here that can hear you. WA60IB is not here tonight. So let's just take a standby. Anybody copying any of the fellows in the Bay Area? K6MYC, Bozo Net. Okay, nothing heard, so there we are. We've got KD6SOK and K6KLY. And maybe KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Let me shoot it back to you, Russ, if you're still there. Take a transmission. Maybe you can scrounge somebody else out of the woodwork there. K6KLY, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, Mike. Well, quite a bit of QSB tonight up here, but you're Q5 all the way anyway. So let's see. I don't really have much going on in radio land. Too busy doing other things, that's for sure. Had my kitchen floor replaced on Tuesday. It was just a wild time getting the old one up and the new one down. But anyway, let's see who else might be out here. Anybody else want to check into the Bozo Net here? You can hear me. Come now, K6KLY.
Oh, Russ, by the way, I was going to comment on the gas price thing.
What are you guys paying up there now? You don't have to blame anybody but Newsom.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to suggest, is that we understand what's really going on here in California. We're paying about $5 an hour, right? Not $5 an hour, $5 a gallon right now for gasoline, although I haven't bought any since 2018. But that's what they're posting the prices are on for stations like Marathon and Costco. That's what it's running. It's running higher on the company stations. But California has been very unfriendly to most of the refineries, and there's 3 of them closed now, and there's more coming, and that's really what's driving the prices up. California is having to buy their fuel from from overseas and from across states and that kind of thing. So although you'll see the prices drop somewhat when this conflict ends, you're probably looking at $7, $8 a gallon down the road there, Russ. Over.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, the main thing, like you say, they're closing refineries down. And there's just another one up there by Benicia that they're in the process of closing now. That's going to have a big impact up there in the Benicia area. And there used to be one down out on the coast there north of Santa Maria, out on the coast, and I think they shut that one down. So it's not good. We need to get these things refitted and brought up to current standards and get them back online. Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to take a lot of work in the legislature. A lot of people have to be replaced because they're the ones that done it, and maybe even the governor's office too. So politically, California's just been pretty unfriendly. Well, I'm going to close it down here. I need to talk with the XYL about a couple of things, and so we'll see you guys later. Turn it over to you, Mikey, K6NYCW6PQS.
Yeah, a lot of QSB. I've got a combination or a compromise position between you and Russ there. Anyway, 73's Russ, and the refinery thing is because they kept tightening the rules on what they could emit, and of course it's way beyond what's necessary, and what's beyond anything that any other refinery has to put up with. So these guys say they just can't put up with the cost. They can't afford to redo the refineries completely, and that's what it would be required in order to get to the next level of standards. It's all because of the bogus climate change thing. That whole green thing is all wrong. It's all bogus, and it's screwing up everything. But maybe in 6 or 8 months we'll get a new governor, and they'll start to change things around a little bit here, hopefully. But I know that not having refineries is just stupid. If it's still using the gas, what's the point of shutting the refineries down? You might as well do it the most efficient way. But oh, no, you wouldn't want to do that. The gas coming in is just refined somewhere else, not changing anything. If there's such a thing as pollution, it's not changing it, it's just moving it. What a bunch of crap. They have no idea what they're doing. Anyway, hopefully it will get fixed here. I think Trump's coming to the end of his rope on the tolerance of the people in Iran to work with. The problem is they don't know who to work with, and they keep changing. But part of that's our fault. We cleaned out all the upper level echelon people, and now I think they still haven't gotten rid of their basic mentality, though, of killing the great Satan. Once they they keep making demands because they think they got some cards to play. What a bunch of goofuses. Hard to deal with people that are not willing to understand that they're just about done. They could be done in a week. There would be nothing left of that country if we wanted to do it, but he's trying to save it for the people. Anyway, enough of that stuff. Over to you, Jim, and I'll bring it up your way a little bit more. This should be closer to you, to 290 something, and then we can see if KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie is in here. If not, we'll move on. Anybody else in the Bay Area copying me, KB6BA or anybody, K6MYC? All quiet. Go ahead, Jim. Okay, let me come back your way, Fred. Go ahead. I'll peek on you if you give me a little more chatter. Go ahead, Fred. Go ahead, Fred. Well, maybe it wasn't Fred. Whoever just spoke, give me some more chatter so I can peek on you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think it was Paul, Mike, 637.
Oh, okay. Paul, K6WIS. Is that you? Go ahead, Paul. I've got you now at Q5, but very weak. But we've got you all okay. Do you have anybody else beside yourself, Paul, over?
Negative, just myself, Mike. I copied Jim, W6PQL in there, and I also got a copy on K6KOY, so I can copy a few of the Bay Area stations. So back to you, Mike. K6MYC from K6WIS.
Okay, fine, Paul. K6WIS. Understand you're copying K6KLY and W6PQL. Okay, very good. We'll look for you again. We'll look for you again in 5 or 6 minutes on the direct path and see if we've got better propagation there. The bounce path is pretty thin. I went back and forth and I can't find any good spot. This is the only place where you're even remotely close to Q5. So it's pretty marginal on the bounce path tonight. I'll see you in about 5 minutes on the direct path there. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6MYC. Over.
Roger, Mike. See you on the direct path, hopefully.
Okay, last call for the Bay Area. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Mike, are you in there? Okay, anybody else copying me in this direction? K6MYC Bozo Net. Looking north.
K6US.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Yep, good evening. Just checking in. I was out to dinner with the kids. K6US 1079 and Bozo 1100.
Okay, gotcha. And sounding good and strong here.
Yeah, it's always nice when you're not pointed at me. And get that nice bounce off the mountains.
There you go. Alrighty, let me see. Where am I pointed here? I'm at 317. We should have N6RO should be in here. How about you, Ken?
Go ahead, John.
Okay. K6MI71.
I hear you, John. Very light, but we've got you there. I'm pointed up toward N6RO in Oakley.
Okay, I'm pointed down south.
N6RO, N6 Radio Oscar. He also has a Zoom meeting on this evening, on Thursday night, so maybe he's tangled up in the Zoom meeting. Anybody else in the San Joaquin Valley? How about KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima? How about you, John?
KD6WVL, K6MYC.
I should be able to hear you somewhere in here, John. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, K6MYC. Over. I think that's you. I heard KD6, but I was moving the antenna, so I missed you. But we've got you 1179. If you give me a little longer call, John, give me a little longer call, and I'll peek on you there. KD6WVL, 1179, K6MYC. I'm sneaking up on you. The pattern's very sharp, and it's very, very pinpointy today. There's no diffusion. The signals are very much where they should be. So I just have to sneak up on it. The pattern is very, very narrow on this side-by-side Yagi array. Anyway, we've got you. Not bodacious. I think the first day you ever got going was the best day I've ever heard you here on 432. It's been downhill ever since, but you're Q5, and that's the main thing. What you need to do is maybe get something that's directional, and that would give you another 10 or 15 dB of gain, and that would make a huge improvement. Anyway, we're hearing you, and that's the main thing, John. Good evening to you, and thanks for being there. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, K6MYC, over. Okay, 7-3, John, 7-3. Anybody else before I go into Sacramento? K6MYC.
N6RO.
N6RO, there he is. And I think you were in a Zoom meeting, and hopefully you broke away. Good signal. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, no, actually, I just walked into the shack. Haven't had dinner yet, which is going to be a Caesar chicken salad. And high temperature was 82, and still setting up for the 7 QSO party coming up, and the other 3 states. So we'll see on Sunday night, I guess, N6RO.
Yeah, okay. Well, good luck with the QSO party. That's a QSO party for what state? Or 3? Is it 3 states? 3 different states? Why one of them?
Yeah, it's for us primarily it's a 7QP, any W7 type call, plus Indiana, plus New England, all 6 states in New England, and Delaware. So it's a big party.
Weird.
And we got software that handles all of that. It's all in one little program that you can work all 4 areas.
Wow. Okay, well, good luck, Ben. That sounds like it's a software boon, but a mental nightmare. Too many balls in the air, huh?
Yeah, although there's 3 other issues that I have no news on. My solar upgrade negotiations with American Tower, and a new tornado tuner for my dipole. So we're just in limbo again on those.
Oh, I'll be darned. Are they having trouble building the tornado tuners, or are they just out of stock, or what's going on?
I surmise they didn't have any in stock, and the manufacturer is now building one.
Okay. Good. Well, hopefully you'll get it back before our big contest hits you.
Yeah. We got one more big one at the end of May, the WPX CW. And then it's sort of a slow season during the summer, but there's always activity.
Yeah, well, 80 meters gets pretty crappy in the summer. It's pretty noisy, but maybe early in the morning and late at night it's okay. But early in the morning it might be okay on long path and stuff, huh?
The long path is all gone for the season. I won't see it again until October or November. But there's always, stateside to work on 80.
Yeah, of course. All right. Well, good deal on the chicken salad. You're back in the groove again and not eating weird stuff on Thursday. That keeps your system in balance there. Hi. N6RO, K6MYC, Bozo Net. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I had chicken livers and fried egg for lunch today.
Whoopee.
I can't stay away from those chicken livers.
Yeah, they're good.
Leftover fish tomorrow night. We'll see you, Mike. Bye-bye.
Yeah, the livers are good as long as the livers aren't quivering. See you later.
Bye.
Okay, anybody else here before I go to Sacramento? K6MYC. Okay, here we are into Sacramento, KJ6KFB. I didn't hear anybody in Clear Lake either, K6MYC for Clear Lake or Sacramento, KJ6KFB, K6MYC.
Kilo Juliet 6, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo 756.
Oh, there you are. KJ6KFB. Good evening, Darren. I probably went past you, so give me a little more chatter. And I'll come back and see if I can peek on you there. KJ6KFB 756. K6MYC, over.
Yeah, a lot of flooding tonight. With the bad conditions, it seems like. Well, we're going to give it our bait a shot here. Kilo Juliet 6, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo 756.
Well, you're not hearing me very well. I asked you to give me more chatter so I could peek on you. I was way beyond you. This should be better, and the flutter should be minimal now, but I didn't quite get fully across you, over.
I got you, yeah, you are a rough copy today. It's getting a little better. You'll start to come on a little bit better, and you'll set just right. Let's see, today was filled with a whole lot of nothing. We went out to eat and came home, and those allergies starting to get me good, so I took a nap. I'm just waking up, figuring it's nap time.
Well, it must have been nap day. I sat down about noon. I guess it was a little bit after noon. And I slept intermittently, and I didn't wake up till Hannity was over at 7 o'clock. So I'm going to be in big trouble tonight. Although I did wake up at 3, and I didn't sleep well after 3 o'clock this morning. I finally got up at 5:30 and took a shower and got up because I just couldn't sleep anymore. So I'm back to upside down again. I don't know what keeps causing that, but anyway, I know what you're feeling like. I had a nothing day also. I did. Yeah, Frank was here. We did get my sprinkling system finally wrung out and finished and finalized. And he was working on finishing up and cleaning up the last of the solar panel wiring. The wiring is done and the solar system is all working. He's just cleaning up the wiring and putting it in conduit so we can put it behind the wall. Anyway, good evening to you, Darren. Thanks much for getting in here, waking up from your nap. Hi. KJ6KFB, K6MYC.
Very good, Mike. Yep, carry on. Not sure who else is out here. Didn't catch anybody on other frequencies prior to that. KJ6, KFB.
7-3. I I didn't hear Bill this morning on 40, but maybe he's in here now. K06KD, knocked over 6 Kentucky drunks, K6MYC. Bill?
Yeah. Hello, Mike. K6NYC and the Bozo group, KO6KD. Fading in and out as you move the antenna. There are times that you peak very, very nicely, and then other times you drop away. So anyway, perhaps you can get the antenna aimed just precisely where I am. But I was there this morning and heard Mark for just a moment or two, and then he faded out, and I never heard anybody else after that. So I figured it was just another one of those mornings where I wasn't going to hear anybody. How are you copying me? K6MYC from KO6KD, Bozo 776.
KO6KD, K6MYC. No, I'm copying you fine, Bill. There's some kind of rolling QSB in there, but you're Q5 all the time. The reason that you see more QSB on me, and Darren reports the same thing, very heavy QSB, is because I'm moving the antenna all the time. And what you're seeing is very, very big pattern shifts when I'm off to the side of you. And even when I'm on you, the pattern tonight, the antenna has a very sharp pattern. Some nights it's mushed by propagational diffusion, but tonight it's extremely sharp. And the peak is really 1 or 2 or 3 degrees where I can see a real definite peak, and probably no more than 10 degrees. It's under 10 degrees wide. These 2 antennas are 40 elements each, and they're side by side, so that makes the azimuth pattern way down in the 10-degree region. So as I move it back and forth even a little bit, it's going to make it look like I have QSB. And while there is QSB on top of it, it's mostly me moving the antenna. Anyway, that's funny because we were in there for a while this morning. Phil's mouth was hurting, but he was okay. They had to beat him up pretty bad to get the bits and pieces of his teeth out. They had a hard time getting his teeth out, the broken ones. I don't know why, but they did. And so he wasn't in pain, but he wasn't a happy camper and didn't feel like talking. So I chatted with Mark for about 15 or 20 minutes, and we gave it away. Nobody else came in there. We did take a standby for you several times. Phil was okay. He wasn't bodacious, but we did have a reduced propagation. He wasn't 10 or 15 over 9 like it can be when we have the short skip, Bill. Anyway, maybe we'll see you tomorrow. I don't think Mark will be there, but maybe the other guys will start to show up more. And in the next few days, I think on May 4, Bob is supposed to be coming back, so we probably won't hear him till May 5. May 4 or 5, we'll hear Bob K7VO back in here. KO6KD, K6MYC.
Yeah, very good. Copy 100%, Mike. Wherever you got the antenna right now is perfect for me. I'm hearing you wonderfully. Very, very good copy right now. Okay, well, that answers that. I have been worried about Phil and his condition, and thank you for filling me in. He's not suffering, but he's just not comfortable either with what he had to go through. Awfully sorry to hear about that. God, I just cringe every time there's any discussion regarding that topic. So we'll just keep a good positive thought for him that he heals up really well and very, very quickly. But that explains the reason why I did not hear anybody. I heard Mark, as I said, just a couple of times, and then he faded out. So but the faster he can get that 2-element antenna up in the air and pointed this way and start running more than just a couple of 100 watts, it'll suit me just fine, because I always have difficulty copying him. All right, enough said. I'm just babbling on here. 73. Oh, by the way, as long as you're here, John, KR6MR, informed me that he will not be on the net tonight.
Okay, very good. Well, we'll listen for Paul. I did work Paul on the bounce path, and he was very, very thin, but just barely Q5. But might be he's going to be a little bit stronger up this way. I'm not quite pointed at him yet. I will be there in a minute. All right, 7-3. Thanks for the update on John. And we'll look for Redding here for a minute. I'll call Redding and see if I can hear any traces of CW. Rich up there in Redding tells me he's been listening for us on 6 and on 432 here. He's been very steady and very easy copy on 2 meters. So the last 2 sessions he's been very easy, 100% copy. So I don't know why we can't get anything through on 6 or 432. 7-3, Bill. KO6KD, K6MYC, Bozo Net clear and standing by for Redding. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, KD6SW, over.
Yeah, nothing heard. Let me go a little further up here and look for Paul. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, is that any better, Paul? K6WIS, K6MYC, over.
Good evening again, Mike. K6MYC from K6WIS. Yeah, you're peaking 5 by 6 to 5 by 7. Much stronger signal, direct path, but a lot of deep fading. How copy me, over?
Yeah, very loud, but a flutter fade. There's 2 fades. There's a slow rolling fade and then the flutter fade on there. But right now, at the very end, the last few words were very, very strong. So it's a good path here. I don't know what was wrong with the across the pond or across the valley path, but we weren't getting much of a reflection off of Vaca or any place. I went back and forth. I went all the way down to and up to Vaca, and it was clearly from Diablo or Vaca is where I was hearing you, somewhere in that neighborhood. Anyway, good to hear you again here. Thanks for sticking around for a propagation check, Paul. 73, and we'll see you on Sunday, hopefully. K6WIS, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike, thanks for the second contact. That's great. And yeah, you almost pointed towards Nevada there, almost due north. So this is optimum antenna heading for me you've got there, Mike. 73, see you Sunday. K6WIS clear.
Well, if you're looking at the readout, it's probably off a little bit. I think the calibration's off. If it says 40, what does it say? 346. It's probably closer to 340. I'm off about 5 or 6 degrees, but I haven't bothered to recalibrate it. So it's I'm probably very close to where I should be for you. Anyway, 7-3, we'll see you Sunday. And enjoy the nice weather. I don't think we're going to have any rain. And it should be warm. K6WIS, K6MYC will be clear. Good evening.
Good evening, Mike. Yes, K6WIS is clear in Placerville.
7-3. One more call for Redding in this direction. They bounce off the mountains there. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, K6MYC, over. Nothing off of the Sierras either. Okay. Going up into Nevada then. There's Nevada. Nevada, KD6BQ or KE7UQL. Anybody, over?
K6MYC.
Give me a little more chatter. I think I went past you. I've got to come back your way just a little bit. This should be heading in the right direction. Give me some more chatter. KD6BQ, K6MYC, over. KD6BQ, go ahead, K6MYC.
3, about readability 3, readability 3, readability 3, Q3. We've got you, but there's no real strong signal coming from anywhere there. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Richard. Let me see if I can hear 272 in there. How about you, Daniel? KE7UQL. Oh, he's not going to be here. He's not going to be here, so you're the only one up there tonight. KE7UQL has torn everything down so he can get ready for this weekend. I'll take a standby, but I don't think he's going to be there. KE7UQL, on the chance that you left everything up, Daniel, K6MYC. Not a peep from Daniel. Okay, 7373, Richard, thanks for being there. Wish it was better copy. They got you earlier. Of course, you worked all the way down into Visalia with good signal, so it may be the timing. We maybe were too late here for good propagation on 432. 7373, KD6BQ, K6MYC. Bye-bye. Roger. Gotcha. It's a pretty good copy. It's absolutely perfectly Q5. Easy copy. Easy copy on CW. So, no problem. I went back and forth on you, and I think I ended up on a pretty good little peak here. 7-3, Richard. See you Sunday. We'll see you on Sunday. KD6BQ, Wassaw Valley, K6MYC. 7-3. Bye-bye. Okay. Well, let's see, Rob. I'm not sure whether we got any more. We could try to get KV6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie in the Bay Area. Let me go back to the Bay Area. Let me try for Reading one more time. Reading, K6MYC, Bozo Net. Reading, over. Reading, K6MYC. I guess not. No Reading, K6MYC. Going down to the Bay Area. I don't know why we aren't getting the boys in. We should hear Clear Lake. I don't know if they're have 432 anymore or not. Clear Lake. Anybody in Clear Lake? K6MYC. N1PPP. K6MYC. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. This should be pretty much toward you there in Daly City, Mike. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, or anybody else in the Bay Area, K6MYC.
K6MYC, here it says W6WNI.
Oh, WB6WNI, yeah. If you give me a little more chatter, I'll come on you. You're a different heading than Mike and Daly City there, Jerry. Let's see, that would be 1010 1090.
That is affirmative, and when you move the antenna, you're back as strong as ever.
Yeah, I'm pretty close. I bumped it just as I finished, yes, you finished calling there. Very good. Good evening, Gary. Good to hear you. I'm not sure who else might be in there. You might take a standby and see if you can hear anybody else tonight. We did have Russ, K6KLY. We had Fred, KD6SOK, and we had Jim, W6PQL, but I heard nobody else. So see if you can get anybody else out of the woodwork there. WB6WNI, K6MYC.
Very good. Do you want me to call to see if anybody's here in the Bay Area for the 432?
anybody in the Bay Area, please. I've been calling, though. I've called and called. K6MYC, Bozo Net, Bay Area. Late checks are missed. Go ahead. Gary, give it a try.
All righty. The JB679. Anybody for the Bozo Net, Bay Area 432. 432, Bay Area, Bozo Net. Come now. Well, very quiet. Did you hear anybody?
Oh, I didn't hear anybody. We could have KT2G, Mark, but he's out of town, I believe. I think he said he was going down to Texas for a few days. Not sure when he would be back, but he may still be down there. The other one we could hear would be KB6BA, but I think he's out of town also. And, of course, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. And possibly NT6S. I'm thinking that he's got the capability. I did work him on 1296, so he must have a radio that has 432. But we haven't heard him. We did work him on 1296, but I did not hear him the last couple of weeks. So he's somewhere there around Highway 17, going up toward Hamilton in that area. So he should be readable. He's far enough away from the hills. I had pretty good copy on him on 1296 with his 10 watts. So there's a few others that could get in here. I think AB6SR has 432, but I don't know if he's got it working again. He was going to check on it, but whether he got that done or not, I don't know. He's also trying to tweak on 6 and get that working better. So I don't know about KA6UYH. I think he's just got, I don't know if he's got 432 there or not. So back to you, Gary, and have a good weekend. Of course, it probably was, you might tell me what your temperatures were today. It was about 70, 75, 76, maybe a little warmer than that, but not much more than that. We didn't get to 80, I don't think. WB6WNI, K6MYC.
The K6MYC, WB679. Yeah, Mike, probably the same. And it's really weird since I am teaching in the afternoon classes. I bring a jacket, you can go in and say, whoa, it's nice and toasty, and I came outside tonight, and well, I get cold at 70, so I was really cold. But during the daytime of the day, this is great. And then the sun goes down, it's no longer great. But anyway, we can just fine, because during the summer it will be just the opposite. It will be hot 100% of the time. I did not hear anybody at all. Nobody at all. So, yeah, you were right. But, I would hear, everybody you mentioned, I would hear. And the guy in Belmont, he calls it Rush. I hear him really well. Anyway, you have, by the way, a collection of ARL handbooks going back into the 60s by any chance.
What about the ARRL handbook? What about the old 60 version?
No, I'm just wondering if you had something. I mean, they're online, Mike. They're completely online. Going back to 1966, because the reason I brought that up is I'm just curious if anybody on the net, there was a project for 420 megahertz in the 60s handbook. And that is my first experience with 400 was when I was in high school and made a pair of those crazy radios. I wish I knew where they were now because I'd like to know what frequency they were actually on. But yeah, if you have an old 66 handbook, look up for the 420 transceiver, and I built a pair of those. And that was my first experience on 400 was in high school. Yep. So I still like it even to this day. Anyway, Mike, I'm going to say 73. It's getting late. I know probably you have not had dinner, so I'm going to turn it back to you.
Okay, very good. No problem. I don't think I've got any handbooks that old. I've got some here, but I won't be able to see them until somebody else comes in the shack and looks at the dates on the backside. Yeah, the one I have here that I remember prominently is brown. It's about 1.5 inches thick, so it was a pretty big square one.
modest size, not quite 8.5 by 11, smaller than that, of course. That's the only one I remember I have for sure. Anyway, don't remember the project, and probably couldn't afford the handbook in those days anyway. 7-3, Gary, and we'll see you Sunday night. Have a good weekend. WB6WNI, K6MYC, look, going down to Visalia for one more call.
Already, Mike, 73, JB679, I'll be monitoring.
I didn't mean Visalia. I meant Watsonville. I'm going to try one more time for Lee down there. Here we go. Going down to right about here somewhere. How about you, Lee? AF6 United, AF6U, K6MYC. Are you there? AF6 United, K6MYC. AF6 United, AF6 United, K6MYC. I'm hearing some motorboat noise over there, and I thought it was just the band, but it's only coming from that direction. That's interesting. You probably can't hear that, Rob, but it's kind of like a motorboat running or something. Fluffing noise, and not a sharp noise, but a very tight pattern. Quite fast, maybe 3 or 4 cycles a second.
Well, Mike, I think it might be useful to hear me.
I hear you. Who is that?
It's Gary. I hear you perfectly. I thought you asked me if I could hear the motorboat, and I could not, but I can hear you perfectly. Anyway, I'll back out and take it away, Mike.
I don't know who I'm talking to. Who is this? Over?
It is Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey November, India, 1090.
Oh, I got you now, Gary. Okay. Hey, I'm pointed in the wrong direction. I think I've got you now on a side lobe. But let me come back up on you. What was your question? Go ahead.
I asked if I could hear the motorboat. That's what I thought you were talking to me. And I said, no, I cannot hear the motorboating. But anyway, that was it. Back to you.
Okay. I came back up on you. Well, when you came on, the motorboating went away. So it might be something in the receive system here somehow, but it's only on that frequency in that direction.
Very weird.
Yeah, tell me about it.
All right, Mike. Well, we'll let you try one more time. But anyway, 73. See you on Sunday. K6MYC, JB679.
Well, the only people that we are missing here, I can hear if they check in locally. So I'm not hearing KC5DTU. I'm not hearing K6 Mike Tango Sugar. I'm not hearing N6BYH. I'm not hearing WA6OIB. I don't know who else I'm missing, but I'm not hearing them. 7-3, Gary, K6MYC. Bye-bye.
73, Mike.
Hey, out there, all you folks that I'm not hearing. Oh, by the way, it's K6KLY in Belmont. He's up high. That's Russ, K6 Kilo Lima Yankee. Bozo 111, and he's up high. That's why you hear him so well. Over. Did you get that, Gary?
I did, and yes, you're right. It's Russ, and I talked to Russ on the local repeaters because he also does microwave work. So yes, I know him very well.
Yeah, Russ is quite active in the VHF stuff. Although he's when he lost his wife, he's been more. Let's say on the hunt, so he hasn't been on the air quite as much as he was when he was married, and his wife was alive there. All right, 7-3, take care, K6MYC.
Good evening, Mike.
Okay, Rob. Down to AF6 United again, but I don't think Lee is going to be there. When Lee isn't there in the beginning, he isn't there at the end either.
Yeah, what book was Gary looking for? What year handbook?
Oh, he said 1960s, early 60s somewhere.
Okay, I've got a 1969, but that's not early.
If it's you might look in the table of contents for something about a 420 receivers or 420 transceivers or something. He built a couple of them, he said. Anyway. give me a count when you get a chance there, and we'll pull the cork on this operation here. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I slept almost the whole afternoon. God dang.
Yeah, I count 20 right now, but I missed maybe some in the very beginning.
Okay, and Aaron wasn't here to get them either, so I guess you'll have to wait for the list.
Well, if you excuse me, if you napped all afternoon, then I guess you got to hang out on the radio tonight.
Well, yeah, I may be forced to do that. Haha. The problem is it may be noisy. Every night this week I've turned east with the big antenna, and it's been S9+, so I thought, okay.
Yeah, and there hasn't been a lot of 6-meter activity, unfortunately. It's been pretty darn quiet.
Well, I haven't been listening much on 6. I was listening on 10. 10 meters yesterday was opened towards South America, and then I was going to come around at 2200 or 2300 and 0-100 hours and look for VK, and I forgot to do that. I just don't think about radio at that hour of the afternoon. I'm usually either sleeping or watching TV or out. All right. Do you have, let's see, I can regurgitate some of the guys that called in early. We had Bill and Mike, of course, 727 and 800. They were talking to, who are they talking to here? Each other. I don't think they worked anybody down south. They never mentioned working for Ralph. I don't think they do Ralph anymore. Ralph hasn't got his antennas rotating on 432. He can't rotate, so they don't work him.
Yeah, I didn't know Mike was in, so that's one I didn't have.
And we got 982 and 971, of course, and 620, the other Mike. W6 Papa Echo was in.
Okay, I didn't have him either.
Just trying to think who else. Quite read the numbers. I can read some of them. I can see I wrote down 507 right at the bottom of the first column. So we did not hear anybody unusual. Didn't work anybody in Santa Cruz. Tom wasn't there. So backing up from that, it would be Bill and Mike and 982 and 971 and somebody else. Oh, W6PE. And, boy, I just can't imagine who else would have been in there.
Yeah, I got Tony there, AJ6PD, and I also got Rick, KB6RQU. And besides what you told me, that's all I got.
Yeah, that's it. Tony was in, AJ6 Papa Delta, and Rick, but those were later. I thought you were here for those. Okay. I guess that's it, but I'll have Judy send you the thing. How many did you say you had? 20?
Yeah, with those two I didn't have. I have 22 now.
All right, we'll go count. If it's any big difference or any difference at all, I'll have her send it over. 7-3, guys. This is Mike, K6MYC, Bozo 47, and Delta Mike 07 Delta Bravo. Closing the 432.1 net, signal sideband weak signal net on April 30. 2026. Good night, all.
Good night, Mike. Good night, Rob. K6US.
And we might have a text or a chat one of these days. I just got an email from VK6 Tango, Quebec. And I told him to send me an email, which he did, so I have his email address. He's got the 100 acres down there in Western Australia. And quite an interesting fellow. And has done VHF, and he has 2 meters and 432. But he hasn't put much stuff back up since he moved to his larger piece of property there. But he said, I don't have to worry about neighbors. I got 100 acres here. I said, I guess not. 7-3, guys.
7-3, Mike, K6NYC, KM6SR. And good night to you also there, Aaron, K6US, KM6SR, 73.
Hey, Rob, are you anticipating any driving into the into Fresno over the weekend?
I'm not sure. I might be doing something like that. I was going to go in tomorrow morning, but my sister's going to come here and help me work on Saturday, so I've got to stay here and prepare a bunch of stuff.
Oh, okay. I forgot to call in. I forgot to call in a couple of prescriptions. Matt will be not able to pick up because he's probably going to head for the coast. I should have called him in today, and I forgot. So, naughty biggie. I think I've got enough to get through the weekend, but I just wasn't sure, and I thought, oh, I'll get them called in. And when I'm not desperately out, I'm not desperately motivated. So I blew it and didn't call. I hate to go through that Walgreens phone caddy that they've got. God, what a pain. You got to talk to the AI girl for quite a while before you can ever get to any human. All right, take care, guys. Have a good weekend, and if you're going into town, Rob, you might give me a jingle.
Okay, I'll do, Mike.
Thank you. Good night, Aaron. K6US, K6NYC.
All right, good night, Mike. K6US.
Good night, everybody. KJ6TYO 1009.
Okay, and good night for a long time. You're only going to be checking in here on what nights again you're going to be on?
Looks like Sunday, and that's it.
Just Sunday night, okay.
Well, there's another one I didn't have. I got Ron now, so that makes me 23, Mike.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't remember you, Ron. You're out of the. Yeah, actually, see, when I go around that chain, I'm going around the map, and I just didn't go down. I knew that KC5DTU wasn't in, and I just didn't jump over to you. And of course, I knew where Aaron was in. So sorry, I forgot you as a check-in there. KJ6TYO, good evening.
All right, you guys have a good one. Catch y'all later. KJ6TYO, sir.